Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Dukes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jefferson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. That may not look like a huge... Take it as it gets him up to the 24. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The give to the tailback. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's got an open man, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to throw. It's Blunt. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Offense working from the pistol. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Leaves it with the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Off the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On first down, here comes this offense. The running back has it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Dukes want to move quickly. He'll try it again. Bulls his way forward. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. They'll try the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Open space at the 25. He's now up to 52 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Western Kentucky 3, James Madison 0.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Dukes are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Blunt. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver on the middle of the field.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Blunt. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They're working that left side.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moss. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Handoff to the single running back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's now got 78 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Extending the play. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Moncrief. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hilltoppers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. On the move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry up. Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dukes. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under could have been worse.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Blunt. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback hitting on this punch.
And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come on.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes his connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Wide receivers, you know, they might, Reese, have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
They'll go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
The Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, James Madison, 14. Western Kentucky, 3.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Calls his own number. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The Hilltoppers in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season. 4th down and short. You want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. He's looking to pass. Getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. The snap sets up the throw. Got it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Dukes headed quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
To the air, it's Moncrief. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
That makes the score. James Madison, 28.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Jefferson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. They weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.